welcome back to another episode of Courts This Week, your go-to source for the latest legal updates presented by Live Law. I'm your host, Ostika Das, and I'm here to take you through the most significant updates from this week. From the corridors of the Supreme Court to local judicial proceedings, I'll be providing you with clear and concise summaries that keep you informed and ahead of the curve. Remember, for a more in-depth understanding, do visit our website at www.livelaw.in. In today's episode, we cover Arvind Kejriwal's ongoing legal battle against his arrest in the Delhi liquor policy case, a plea regarding Rahul Gandhi's citizenship, the NEET UG 2024 exam results controversy, the new criminal laws, and much more. So let's dive into the headlines. In the aftermath of the tragic Hathras stampede, which claimed over 120 lives and injured more than 25 people, two public interest litigations have been filed seeking accountability and preventive measures. The incident occurred during a religious gathering organized by self-styled godman Bhole Baba. In the Supreme Court, Vishal Tiwari's PIL demands the appointment of a 5-member expert committee supervised by a retired Supreme Court judge to investigate the incident. Tiwari also seeks legal action against negligent authorities and guidelines to prevent future occurrences. Similarly, Advocate Gaurav Dwivedi has filed a PIL in the Allahabad High Court requesting a CBI inquiry and the suspension of responsible officers. Dwivedi claims the district authorities were wholly responsible for the negligence leading to the stampede and argues that such lapses undermine public faith in the government. Additionally, he seeks compensation for the victims. Both petitions aim to address the severe lapses in crowd management and ensure better safety protocols for large gatherings in the future. A group of 56 medical students from Gujarat have petitioned the Supreme Court to prevent the cancellation and reconducting of the NEET UG 2024 exam, arguing that it would be unfair to those who clear the exam honestly. The students assert that calls for a re-NEET are unreasonable and violate their fundamental rights under Articles 14 and 21A of the Constitution. They request that the National Testing Agency continue the current admission process while excluding those who are engaged in unfair practices. The petition also highlights the anxiety caused by media coverage on the matter. Meanwhile, the central government has opposed cancelling the exam, stating that there is no evidence of a large-scale breach of confidentiality. The government assured the court of stern action against any malpractice and mentioned a CBI investigation into specific allegations. Additionally, a high-level committee has been formed to suggest measures for transparent and effective examination conduct. The Supreme Court was set to hear the petitions on July 8, 2024. A former employee of West Bengal Raj Bhavan, who accused Governor C.V. Ananda Bose of molestation, has approached the Supreme Court to challenge the immunity claimed by Bose under Article 361 of the Constitution. The petitioner argues that Article 361 does not bar police investigations against a governor and that Bose cannot claim blanket immunity for criminal acts. The FIR against Bose includes allegations of molestation and wrongful restraint by 3 other staff members. The petitioner seeks to establish specific guidelines for the constitutional immunity enjoyed by governors, ensuring that it aligns with the spirit of Article 361 without providing complete protection. The Supreme Court is set to hear review petitions challenging its decision not to grant legal recognition to queer marriages in India. The original ruling stated that the matter should be decided by the legislature. The review petitions argue that the judgment fails to protect fundamental rights despite acknowledging discrimination faced by queer couples. They claim that the judgment is self-contradictory and unjust as it recognizes rights violations but does not prohibit discrimination. The review will be heard by a new bench which includes Justices Sanjeev Khanna and B.V. Nagaratna, replacing the retired Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul and S. Ravindra Bhatt. The petitions are scheduled for consideration on 10th July. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has moved the Delhi High Court challenging his arrest and subsequent remand by the Central Bureau of Investigation in connection with the alleged liquor policy scam. Kejriwal, currently in judicial custody, contends that his arrest was unlawful as the investigating officer did not follow the mandated legal procedures, including issuing a notice as required under Sections 41A and 60A of the Criminal Procedure Code. His legal team argued that there was no urgency necessitating his immediate arrest as Kejriwal had previously cooperated with the authorities during questioning in relation to the case. The Delhi High Court, under the bench of Acting Chief Justice Manmohan, has taken up Kejriwal's petitions urgently, issuing notices to the CBI and the Directorate of Enforcement. The next hearing has been scheduled for 17 July when the court is anticipated to begin hearing Kejriwal's arguments, challenging the legality of his arrest and seeking relief. In a parallel development, Kejriwal has also directly approached the High Court seeking bail in the same matter, bypassing the usual procedure of applying first to the trial court. The court granted an urgent hearing on this bail plea and issued a notice to the concerned authorities. The Delhi High Court has ordered TMC MP Saket Gokhale to pay Rs 50 lakh in damages to former UN Assistant Secretary General Lakshmi Puri for defamatory tweets. Gokhale's tweets had questioned Puri and her husband, Union Minister Hardeep Puri's assets, suggesting that they were disproportionate and calling for an ED inquiry into their finances. These tweets implied financial misconduct with reference to a property purchased by Puri in Switzerland. Gokhale had also tagged Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the tweets. However, the former UN Assistant Secretary General filed a suit alleging defamation, contending that Gokhale's tweets were false and defamatory and that the tweets were maliciously motivated and designed to deliberately twist the facts. The court had previously ordered Gokhale to delete the tweets and refrain from further defamatory posts against Puri and her family. Justice Anup Jairam Bhambani, delivering the judgment, emphasized the gravity of making unfounded allegations on social media platforms, which have a wide reach and can cause significant reputational damage. In addition to the monetary damages, the court directed Gokhale to publish a formal apology in the Times of India and on his Twitter handle for a duration of 6 months. This apology must clearly state that the allegations made were baseless and without any merit. Senior journalist Rajat Sharma has filed a petition in the Delhi High Court alleging that X, which was formerly Twitter, and Congress leaders Ragini Nayak, Jairam Ramesh and Pawan Khera did not comply with a court order to remove defamatory tweets against him. The tweets accuse Sharma of using abusive language on air during election results coverage. Despite the court's directive, the Congress leaders did not take down the tweets and X only partially complied by disabling them within India. Sharma's counsel argued that the tweets should be globally inaccessible since they were uploaded from an Indian IP address. They contended that partial compliance does not fully mitigate the defamation and the harm caused to Sharma's reputation. Senior advocate Rajiv Nair, representing Sharma, stressed the need for complete removal of the defamatory content. He highlighted that the ongoing accessibility of these tweets outside India continues to damage Sharma's reputation on an international scale. Senior advocate Raj Shekhar Rao, appearing for X, stated that they had complied with the order as of late evening of 3rd July but acknowledged the limited scope of their action. The court has issued notices to X and the Congress leaders, giving them 2 weeks to respond and allowing 2 additional weeks for Sharma to file a rejoinder. West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose has filed a defamation suit in the Calcutta High Court against Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Banerjee allegedly claimed that women felt unsafe visiting the Raj Bhavan due to molestation allegations against the governor by a former employee. The employee, a former contractual worker at the Raj Bhavan, accused Governor Bose of molestation, which led to a significant public outcry and media coverage. Governor Bose argues that the Chief Minister's statements are erroneous and slanderous, asserting that they damage his reputation and undermine his position. He emphasizes that holders of high office like the Chief Minister should refrain from making unsubstantiated claims that can harm the dignity and respect of other public officials. The Calcutta High Court has taken cognizance of the plea and issued notices to the Chief Minister to respond to the allegations. A plea has been filed in the Madras High Court challenging the Hindi names of the new criminal laws, arguing that they are unconstitutional and violate the Official Language Act 1963 and Tamil Nadu Official Language Act 1956. The petitioner B. Ramkumar Adityan contends that only 9 states and 2 union territories have Hindi as their official language and the new laws' names should be in English as per Article 348 of the Constitution. The plea emphasizes that the use of Hindi names for these laws will create confusion among non-Hindi speakers, particularly in states like Tamil Nadu where Hindi is not the official language. Adityan argues that the imposition of Hindi names disregards the linguistic diversity of India and the constitutional mandate to use English for legal and legislative purposes. He asserts that such actions undermine the federal structure of the country and violate the rights of non-Hindi speaking citizens. The petitioner has urged the court to declare the Hindi names of the new criminal laws unconstitutional and ensure that all official legal documents are accessible to all citizens, irrespective of their linguistic background. The court has issued notices to the union and state governments seeking their responses on the matter and has scheduled the next hearing for 10th July. This week, the Allahabad High Court heard a PIL filed by Karnataka BJP worker S. Vignesh Shishir challenging Rahul Gandhi's election as an MP from Raebareli. The plea argued that Gandhi is a British citizen and thus ineligible to contest in the Lok Sabha polls. Advocate Pandey, representing the petitioner, argued that Gandhi lost his Indian citizenship upon acquiring British citizenship, referencing a 2019 notice from the Union Home Ministry, to which Gandhi had not responded. However, the Election Commission's counsel countered that this issue should be addressed in an election petition and pointed out that the Supreme Court had previously dismissed a similar plea. During the hearing, the bench of Justice Rajan Roy and Justice Om Prakash Shukla grew frustrated with Advocate Pandey's incessant arguments. Despite multiple requests to conclude his arguments, Pandey continued, prompting the bench to rise. The court emphasized the need to maintain decorum and advised approaching the appropriate authorities regarding citizenship determination as the court's jurisdiction in this matter was limited. The entire courtroom exchange can be read on www.livelaw.in. And that's a wrap for this week's Legal News Roundup. Before we bid adieu, the entire LiveLaw team has a small request for our dedicated viewers. As an independent and fact-driven media organization, we are deeply committed to fearless and ethical journalism. To continue bringing you the latest legal updates, especially in this dynamic audio-visual format, we rely on your support. Here's how you can help. Give our video a thumbs up if you found it informative. Share it with your family, friends, classmates and colleagues. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Drop your valuable thoughts and feedback in the comments below and hit that bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. Don't forget to visit our website at www.livelaw.in for our in-depth reports and analysis. Not only this, but the LiveLaw channel offers memberships for only ₹89 per month. Become a part of LL supporters today to access exclusive perks such as loyalty badges next to your name in comments and live chat, priority reply to comments, and for our student past audience, early access to explainers and legal updates. I'm your host Ostika Das, and it's been a pleasure bringing you this week's Legal News Roundup. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay tuned to LiveLaw. Thank you for watching.